welcome back to Red Ted Art. Today we're making these adorable clay ornaments. Aren't they lovely? Come on, let's take a look and see how they're made. Okay, to make your basic shape you will need some air drying clay, a glass or a round cookie cutter and some small shapes. We'll talk about these in a minute. But the first thing you want to do is take your air drying clay and roll it out to about half a centimetre, not too thin, otherwise they become very fragile. And yeah, you obviously don't want them to break once you've made them. Now I'm using a grey air drying clay. You can purchase white air drying clay, which is amazing and so beautiful, and it kind of takes a step out later. So if you are buying the clay from scratch because you haven't got any, do get some white one. I put links in the product details down below. But if you've got some normal clay like me already, just use that. I think this clay is really good also in the classroom because it's so cost effective. So you've got your basic shape. I'm going to put a little bit of water in my glass now because it's also good to get, carefully lift your basic shape off. That's always a tricky bit. Take some water and then just smooth your edges. That's always the risk, is it sticking to your table, especially if you're working with kids. That can be quite a hard step for them, so do help them if they need that little bit of support and try and get it as even as possible. Could have stuck to the table again. Use your tools. There we go. That's why we have them, right? So, got my smoothness there. Now you want to, might continue actually on my little surface. Now you want to choose your cookie cutter. Now I think smaller is better, so this tree is perfect. This reindeer is gorgeous. I quite like the idea of doing a little foot, and I'm going to do one of those today as well. This gingerbread man, I would say, is a little bit too big because if you look at it, it's going to take up most of the circle. So I'm really talking the small cookie cutters. So when you're buying these online, do check out the size and make sure. And I think, for example, this star works quite well, but smaller is better. So I'm going to, let's do the tree because the tree is lovely. I think the metal ones, like this tree, are better because they're easier to clean. This one did work, as you can see here, but it's harder to clean afterwards. And if you do want to use your cookie cutters again, either for food or other crafts, you know that the metal ones are much easier to kind of look after. Now, when you can see here that I've put the tree not right in the center, I put it just below, and that's because I want to. Oh look, isn't that cute? You can turn that into ornament as well. Let's do that. That's because I want to make a little hole at the top. You can see the fibers here, and I'm going to just use a toothpick, or in this case it's actually a rather large skewer, to make my hole for hanging. So then I'll get a little bit of water and just make sure that you're kind of smoothing off the edges, just for a really neat finish. And the same on the tree. If you need to smoothen any of it off, do. And if you want, you can also smoothen the back. So you see the back isn't as neat. So again, just very gently rub some water over it. Not too much, because otherwise you're going to distort your ornament. But just enough to make the back look super pretty as well. I'm going to just... But as mentioned, the back isn't as important. So there we go. The important thing is that you have the front. If your tree came out in one go, it doesn't always happen. Sometimes it breaks. Why not keep it and make an additional little ornament just by making a hole in the top? So I'm going to let these dry now, and then we can paint and do the next step. So the first two of our ornaments are dry. I'm now going to get some acrylic paints. These are the ones I happen to have at home. As per usual, do have a look at what you have at home and try and use it. If you use the white clay, obviously you won't need to paint it. Also, if you've got spray paint, that would be amazing. It would be a really quick way to paint your ornaments. So I'm going to try the white and I'm also going to try the gold, and then we're going to see which one we think looks better. So I'm going to do my deer in white. So obviously you want to paint both sides, so you'll have to do one side, let it dry, and then do the other side. With spray paint it dries super quick. Obviously with acrylics it takes a little bit longer. I think that looks beautiful. So lovely. Now these paintbrushes I've got here are by Kids Made Modern. Again, I can add them to my list of products. They have like a whole set, and I think they're absolutely beautiful, and they really help me do the work. I think when it comes to arts and crafts, good tools, I mean, there is something about making do with what you've got, absolutely, but also good tools make all the difference, because you're just able to apply things up more smoothly, and it does look that much better. So now I'm gonna maybe switch brushes to get into that little side. Here's my next brush, and I'm just gonna start. Also, I'm gonna make sure that this hole doesn't clog up with paint. And then I'm gonna just paint on the insides. Now, if you've, like I said, if you're using spray, this goes super quick. Of course, take the necessary precautions, do it outdoors, cover your mouth, don't breathe it in. And yeah, so it's just different process really. If you're using young children, then this is definitely better. Working with older kids, they'll love the spray paint. There we go. Doesn't that look adorable? Let that dry. I'm going to now attempt the gold one, see if this paint works. If not, I'm also going to do it in white, but we'll look at the results all together at the very end. So our ornaments are dried. I painted them on both sides, and really it's just for the last finishing touches, which is basically get a little ribbon. I might use a little white one here and poke it through. You could use a toothpick or anything that lets you poke it through. Ooh, toothpick might be better actually, because this is very pointy. There we go. That's enough to get it through. Tie it off. And then one last little step, if you wish to do it. So I do think this is enough, but if it's for baby's first birthday, I think, oh, Christmas, I think it's really nice to add on the side in one of these Posca pens are really good for writing on any surface actually, and you can get this fine nib version. You just add baby's first Christmas. There we go. How cute is that? In fact, I'm going to put 18 on it as well. 2018. Or you can write someone's name or the baby's name. You could use you can get these in gold actually. That would look really nice using a gold pen. So it's really just another little extra detail that you can add, and then your ornaments are finished. And these look really cute together. You can have them hanging below maybe, or just near it on the tree. So really, you experiment and have a look at what you can do. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed those. So as per usual, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Above all, keep watching, keep making, and we'd love to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.